Yeah, so I'm here because I owe y'all an apology. I apologize. I watched the video from last night from the raceway, and I'm watching the video and I'm sitting there looking like, damn. I told him I went to go get the starter for Win. I didn't even introduce Win, and then I never updated the people on did the starter work. Y'all saw we got the car running, but we didn't use that starter that I bought. Um, and did Win ever go down the raceway? I didn't tell y'all none of that. I got to do better. I'm sorry. Um, and two, the whole reason for me going to the raceway was to see Sage race, was to see Dunkmaster race. I never got to see Dunkmaster race. So we were putting. So let's do it. Let's do it like this. So I got to Win, right. Gave Win a starter. Win gets there. He already got his starter off. He goes to use the new starter, and then he sees that the way his car is wired, he had a different it had a different wiring to it. So one of the wires that he needed to use the new starter wasn't on his car because of the style of starter he was using. So it was the right starter. He just didn't have a wiring for the new starter, so we couldn't use it. And he was gonna have to rewire something, and we didn't have the wires for that. So he throws his starter back on. We get it to going. We get it started. But then the timing's off. So now we're adjusting it, trying to get the timing right. And I'm saying we, because I had a little input and some suggestions, but they was doing all the work. And mind you, at points I would leave to go tape to see everything else that was going on, to go see some cars, show y'all some cars, and talk to some people. So I get back. He got the car started. Now they adjusting the timing. I mean, they're trying to get it timed. And then he get everything on point. Boom. He go get in line. He in line, and the line taking hella long for him to go down the track. He turned his car off because he didn't want the car to overheat. Got ready to turn it back on when the line started to move. Car don't go nowhere. Nova ain't moving. The starter was all the way done. It was over. You could hear it when he was trying to crank it up. It was over. No go. The Nova wasn't moving. So that was a failed mission on that. As far as seeing Dunkmaster race, that was another failed mission because they shut the track down for an hour. So I got there at about 10 o'clock, 10:15 is when I put up. After leaving Super Muscle Parts, getting the starter, I got standing in that long ass line. And I didn't even have to stay in that line. So this is what the line was for. The line was for if you were parking back there where everybody was gonna race at. I wasn't parking there. So I stayed in that line for about 20, 25 minutes for no reason. I could have just rolled in the dirt and went and parked, but I didn't know. So I stood in that line until I figured it out. I went and got in the dirt and I parked. So it's about 10:15. I'm at the raceway now. Hit Win off with the starter. We go back messing with the car. So now the racing don't start till 12. So we still messing with the cars. We walking around filming and talking and chopping it up, seeing some of everybody I ain't seen in hella long. You know what I mean? Everybody was out there. So 12 o'clock, they start racing. It was some good races. Some people was getting gassed. There was some whips out there I hadn't seen go like that. You know what I mean? It was some whips out there that was fast as hell. There was some whips out there that was slow. Motorcycles was racing. It was, you know what I mean? People was bringing bikes out. It was live. It was lit. And then around 7 o'clock, when it started getting dark, I started running out of gas. The tank is on E. I ate, right? But it wasn't no real E. I don't eat meat. So, they had links and burgers, and then we had some shrimp, but the shrimp took too long. The shrimp was taking, they did the shrimp last. The shrimp don't take that long to cook. But we did the shrimp, and you know, everybody eating shrimp. It's only a bag of shrimp. So I don't want to eat shrimp up from everybody, but that's all I eat. So I ate the shrimp, but I didn't eat hell of it because everybody else wants some shrimp too. You know what I mean? So I'm walking around and I seen OG. He was frying some fish. I'm like, can I buy a plate of that fish? He was like, no, it's all good, Neff. He was like, just tap back in with me. I'm gonna get you right as soon as it's done. So I came back and on the way from him, I seen somebody else frying some fish. I asked her, like, hey, can I buy some fish? She was like, nah, this only for the family. It's a lot of us. I'm like, it's all good, I understand. So we went and watched some races, Al betting, and it's big betting going on out there. I'm talking about, I was seeing people get smacked for whops, racks getting, people betting $100 bets, $1,000 bets. It was a dice game out there. It was 3-card Monte. Everything was out there, man. Everything was out there. So I walked back. I paid Unc for the fish plate. It was like 3 or 4 pieces of fish. But at that point, it's like 7:45, and all I had today, I had some breakfast, some French toast, some maybe about 5 or 6 pieces of shrimp, and 3 pieces of fish for the whole day. And I've been up since 5 o'clock that morning. I was whooped. I'm talking about on E, tank empty. I'm on fumes. So I'm sitting there, and we had an hour wait. They talking about, oh yes, an hour. People wasn't listening, so they like, we gonna shut the track down for an hour. Y'all gonna act right, or we shutting the track down for an hour? Nobody acted right, they shut the track down for an hour. So I'm trying to wait it out. They turned the track back on. They opened the track back up. They start racing again. I look over and it's motorcycles, and it's a line full of motorcycles. It's probably about 8 bikes, back to back to back to back. And I'm like, man, at this point, I don't know when don't master about the race. I'm gone, I'm on E. So I left. I banged back to the house. I got to give me something to eat. I got to the house, took a shit before I got in the shower. So when I get in the house, and I'm like, you know, your house smelled different than outside. You know what I mean? So I'm in the house, and I'm like, I smell like hella exhaust and tire and burnt rubber. You know what I mean? I smell like exhaust and burnt rubber. So I jump in the shower, give me something to eat. I'm sitting in the bed. Y'all stop that, man. What y'all doing? Relax. I'm sitting in the bed. This little Agent 8 and baby Agent 8 over there acting a fool. I'm sitting in the bed, and my phone rang. Hodge, what you doing, man? We about to go fuck around. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, bro, I'm tired. I'm double day football practice tired. When you used to have them double days, that's the type of tired I was. I'm talking about exhausted. Yeah, and I told him, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I said, if I catch my second win, I might fuck with y'all, but I knew it wasn't no second win coming. I was all the way tired. The long story long, hold on, little Agent 8, come on back. Long story long, I gotta do better for y'all. Giving y'all the details and sticking to the storyline. You too, mama, come on back. And sticking to the storyline, you know what I mean, from finish to end. I kind of started off and got sidetracked at the end, but I'm gonna do better. Come on, y'all gonna come say hi to the people, come on. This little Agent 8. You know what I'm talking about? Show them that's that splat right there. That's that splat, sweetheart. This is baby Agent 8. You gonna say hi to the people?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Hey, follow me, subscribe, hit the like button. And you could also listen to my podcast. It's not about cars. It's about everything. So, you know, if you're here for the cars, this is your spot. If you want everything else, hit me on my podcast. It's called The Agent 8 Show, where Agent 8 is all we know. That ain't the whole thing. It's The Agent 8 Show. And you can find it on your podcast app on your phone.